Welcome to Exam Sales Comprehensive Guide to Planning and Administering Microsoft Azure for SAP Workloads exam. In this video, we'll break down the exam syllabus and help you prepare for the test. The exam is divided into 5 domains, each covering a crucial aspect of planning and administering Azure for SAP Workloads. The exam is divided into 5 domains, with the first domain, Design and Implement an Infrastructure to Support SAP Workloads, carrying the most weight at 30%. The second domain, Optimize Azure Resources for SAP Workloads, comes in at 25%, followed by Design and Implement High Availability and Disaster Recovery at 20%, Maintain SAP Workloads on Azure at 15%, and Migrate SAP Workloads to Azure at 10%. In the first domain, Design and Implement an Infrastructure to Support SAP Workloads, you'll learn about designing and implementing compute, storage, and networking solutions for SAP workloads. This includes selecting Azure VM families, configuring SAP HANA large instances, implementing Azure Virtual Machine extensions, designing for SAP application layer scaling, and choosing between scale-up and scale-out configurations. You'll also learn about designing storage solutions for SAP HANA, configuring Azure NetApp files, implementing Azure Premium Storage and Ultra Disk, designing for shared file systems, and configuring storage layout for SAP database files. Additionally, you'll learn about designing Azure Virtual Network Infrastructure, implementing proximity placement groups, configuring Azure Accelerated Networking, and managing network traffic for SAP application servers. In the second domain, Optimize Azure Resources for SAP Workloads, you'll learn about optimizing cost, performance, and monitoring for existing SAP environments on Azure. This includes calculating SAPs for target Azure virtual machines, identifying memory requirements for SAP HANA, determining disk throughput and IOPS requirements, and using SAP QuickSizer for resource estimation. You'll also learn about monitoring SAP on Azure, including configuring Azure Monitor, monitoring SAP HANA performance and telemetry, creating Azure Monitor workbooks, and implementing log analytics for SAP health checks. Additionally, you'll learn about analyzing infrastructure logs with Custo query language and configuring alerts for SAP resource availability. In the third domain, Design and Implement High Availability and Disaster Recovery, you'll learn about designing and implementing high availability and disaster recovery solutions for SAP workloads. This includes implementing HA for SAP ASKs and ERS, configuring SAP HANA system replication, designing for availability zones and sets, implementing load balancers for SAP HA clusters, and configuring Pacemaker on Linux for SAP HA. You'll also learn about designing and implementing backup and disaster recovery solutions, including configuring Azure Backup for SAP HANA, implementing Azure Site Recovery for SAP App Servers, designing cross-region disaster recovery, managing SAP database point-in-time recovery, and evaluating recovery time objectives and point objectives.